See, I wish I
Where
could
you
just be
going?
like,
Come back.
look out! Is that cheating? I don't know. Is that cheating? Am I cheating right now?
This is it. We are out of reinforcements.
Look at this. Look at this. I can't shoot him because I'm in the restricted area. There we go. Hello everyone, and welcome to Insurgency. This game is a hidden gem. Let me take you through it. So, we'll start off here with the sort of choose your loadout, choose your squad, you know, sort of the beginning of the sort of creator class system. So, I can choose to join one of two teams and then a variety of different classes. Each class will, inside of that, have a variety of different guns for me to choose. Of course, some are class specific, so if you choose the marksman class, you're going to have access to the widest variety of sniper rifles, and some class types don't have any. So, boom, here I am. As you can see, there's two different weapons inside of this class to choose. And then here's where it gets interesting, because you can customize your loadout, especially your primary weapon, but you can get equipment and secondaries and armor and all that sort of thing with a point system that you're given. So currently I have 2 spare points, you'll see above the apply, and I'm just going to swap a few things out, maybe downgrade some things, upgrade others. I'll take the M1911 as my secondary because that's my favorite, and then get some attachments on my FAL because I do like to have a sight. And I'll probably go for maybe a heavy barrel or a grip or something like that too. Yeah, I'll take this foregrip. Cool, right, so here it is, Insurgency. It is a first-person shooter, as you can tell. It's hardcore. This is a hardcore first-person shooter. There is no doubt about that. It's kind of like Battlefield. It feels a bit Battlefield-esque, somewhere between Bad Company 2 and 3. However, it doesn't have vehicles, but it doesn't matter because this game is very focused around gun, combat, and team play. And that's what I love about it. You'll see there's very little on the heads-up display. That's what adds to its sort of hardcore effect. No minimap. No icons for when you're getting shot or if a grenade's near you or anything like that. No heads-up display icons. Other than down the bottom, of course, you can see where the objective is, because that's kind of necessary, and also waves. So the way the game works, there are lots of different game modes, of course. In this one, there's one objective that we're fighting for control over. It's sort of king of the hill, effectively. And you'll also see down the bottom there waves. And that's respawn waves. So in this game, once you get shot, you die, and you die quickly, so take care. Once you're dead, you don't respawn unless your team has a spare respawn wave, in which case there'll be a little timer, and then probably 4 or 5 of you will be dead, and then a respawn wave will kick in, and you'll come back to life at your spawn. So it adds a real tactical element to the game in that sense, because every life is important. You only get a certain amount of respawn waves, and then that's it. Once you run out of respawn waves, your team will get easily overrun and you'll lose. And that's what's awesome about it. It has really nice controls. As you can see, I'm just sort of floating around. There's no issues here, It's nice, it's smooth. The graphics are, granted, not the best, but I really like them, They don't need to be super complicated because it's a simple game. It's a simple, hardcore game, and that's what it does best. And it really does do it well. So we'll just see. I'll just see if I can sort of have a look around, see if I can find someone to maybe ping off, just to show off a bit of the gunplay. Oh, smoke out, man. So this objective's pretty contested right now. And someone's shooting at me from over there, but there was someone. No. Oh. Okay. We'll approach this very tactically. No. Oh. Okay. Right. I'll use the smoke to get away. Run around here. Oh. Ah. Yes. Kill that guy. Dang it. Anyway. The game is really cheap. You'll pick it up for like $5 or $10, maybe 15 at the most, depending on whether it's on special or not. But to be perfectly honest, even at its retail price, this game is a steal. An absolute steal. You know, $15 ain't bad for what is really quite a high quality shooter. Um, it's an excellent team game, as I said earlier. If you can manage to con some of your mates into buying it and playing it with you, you won't regret it. It does have an in-game communication feature, but depending on the lobby you join, sometimes you can get great games, and other times no one will talk. In a few of my lobbies, I've had people who have talked quite a bit, and it's really fun. You get really immersed in that sense of, every life is important. I can't die. I have to take this objective to allow the team to come back. All that sort of thing is going through your head, and you're just running around trying to do your best. It's great. It is really, really great, and I love it. There is one downside to this game, though. Woohoo! We won. Oh man, that's great. There is one downside to this game, though, and it's player base. Now, it's nothing personal, nothing personally against anyone who plays it. The player base is just too small. It's just far too small. And it's a real shame. It's like this game has been overlooked for no reason whatsoever. Because despite its small player base, it still has great connection. I think there's about 5,000 people playing it on Steam at the moment, and that's not many. And that's probably at its peak, I would say. There are about 100 servers, 150 servers, but, only sort of 30 or 40 of them are fully active. Servers range from anywhere between sort of 4 people to 32 people normally. I prefer the larger games, but if you're after a real tactical experience, then you'll want to join some of those smaller ones because they are quite fun. You'll see here the map selection thing's pretty cool too. There are about 4 maps that come up quite often, probably play about 4 maps in total usually. But there's also day and night variants of each one, so it adds a real interesting dynamic to the game when the map is in darkness, and it's something so simple, but majority of the games don't really do it. We saw a little bit of that in Battlefield 4, with its sort of, a storm would come over or something like that, but it just adds a really nice touch, and it really changes up the map. So here I'm just show you a different class. I'll customize it a bit, get it the way I like it, and then we'll jump into this game and show off a bit of this too. So the player base lets it down. If you live in the United States or the UK, particularly high density areas in Europe, you won't struggle. There are plenty of games in your region to play, so don't let that put you off. If you're like me and you live in one of the more, less densely populated areas of the world, I live in Australasia, you may struggle to find a game. Depending on what time I play, I can struggle to find a game with a decent ping. I mean, there are still plenty of games to play, but I'm playing at like 200 millisecond ping because I'm connecting to a server in the States. And surprisingly, it still works. The game still works really well like that. But of course, I would much prefer to play on a more local server. And in this case, I've joined an Australian server. I'm playing at like 30 ping or 40 ping or something. And it's smooth. It's totally, totally smooth. Anything less than 50 millisecond ping on this game, and you won't really even notice it. It's brilliant. Is that someone? I think there's usually someone over. I'm not sure whether that was a guy or not. I may have just got another kill. Woohoo! I'm being suppressed though. I love that suppression. That's so great. There's someone's. Look. Oh, I'll get this guy. Did I get him? I'm not sure. There's no indicators, which is great because it adds to the mystery of the game. But there are no indicators, so I don't know. I can tab and check once I die, but you're living in the moment. You can't check, and it's really brilliant. So really, we just need more people playing this. The only real downside to this game is the fact that sometimes there aren't really as many people playing it as there should be. So I'm gonna cut the footage here and end the video. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope that it has maybe enlightened you to Insurgency. You can pick it up on Steam. Again, it's around $15 at its maximum. It goes on special for 75% off in the sales. You can get it for like $3 or $4, and even at its full price, it's an absolute steal. You really have to try out this game, and I can't stress it enough. If you're a fan of shooters, even if you haven't really tried hardcore ones before, or particularly tactical ones, give it a go. You know, it's so cheap and it's so worth it. That's all from me. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll leave you with a death. See you next time. No. Was that an enemy? Oh. No way.